the original Season 4 premiere, Gather Up the Killers. A fitting title for this episode and a very fitting premiere for where the series has gone after what they did, in the Season 3 finale. So of course we end up skipping 5 years into the future, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good first episode. It was fairly simple for the most part. It was kind of like, alright, they do this, that happens, and some stuff that I was kind of expecting is just always kind of cool to see. Some things I'm looking forward to. We got to see a little bit of older Hope, which was nice, and she's actually drawing like her father likes to paint, so that was cool. And I'm already just waiting for them to do a moment where she has to like save Hayley or save someone else, and she uses some crazy power and like blow somebody up or something intense. So I'm already looking forward to that this season, because I feel like they're gonna show it maybe towards the end of the season, but I feel like we're gonna get that somewhere in here. So I'm already looking forward to that. But we get to see Hope, we get to see Hayley, and we see that she is on this mission to, of course, wake everybody up. And in order to do that, she needs a specific venom from a specific clan. And I thought that was interesting. I don't know what's going on with this woman, but not only was Hayley looking for her, but there were also vampires looking for her. So this woman is very, very special, and she's the last one of her line, so of course that makes her like the epitome of special. So she has this very intense venom that is used, in this episode, it's used to wake up Elijah. And I was like, alright, I don't know where they're headed with this woman, but there's something to her, and she might be sticking around for quite some time. We might see her end up being a main character just due to the fact that she has this very special venom. So we get to see two of the characters end up being woken up. So Freya gets up first. That was super simple. Like, she just gets stabbed. It was almost like adrenaline. It was just like, boom, I'm up. All right, let's get to it. And she wasn't tired or anything. She was like, gotta save my family. And she got up to it. Elijah comes in, and we get a cool fight scene from Hayley, which is very awesome, because I don't remember this ever happening. But when she turned like full wolf, that was amazing to me. I was like, she actually turned full wolf and just started attacking all the vampires. And I was like, I don't think we've ever seen that. Even in the Vampire Diaries, I don't think they've ever shown it that way, where someone, especially considering it's so painful for characters to transform in this, we've never seen that happen where someone just transforms. Typically, everybody does the same thing. It's like, I don't need to transform. I'll just, boom, my eyes go yellow. Basically, I'm activating my venom right now. You better back off, or I'll bite you, and you're done. So it was pretty awesome that happened. I was just like, man, it was really sweet to see her do that. And then she just started jumping. Like, she was already killing everybody anyway. She's just knocking everybody down, ripping hearts out. And I don't know, this is a very typical TV thing. The villain who's totally useless is like, you can't beat us, you're outnumbered. And then he pissed her off, and she went full wolf mode and just started eating people. And I was like, man, she didn't even need to do that, because she would have beat everybody, because she already was. And then she went full wolf mode, and I was like, well, that's just awesome. And she just starts eating people. I was like, that's really cool. But Elijah does come in, and he starts taking out the last of the characters, or the fodder, I should really say. And they have their reunited moment. Jeez, I couldn't get that out. And it was good. It was nice to see them together. They instantly go straight to kissing, because of everything they've been through. Just is like, all right, we know where we are relationship-wise. That's said and done at this moment. They want to be with each other. So it was nice to see that, and everything kind of works out from that side of the story. And then we have the other side of the story back in the city, and that is where we have Marcel dealing with a lot of vampires coming in. And so a lot of vampires come in, and so of course he's been running the city, and apparently this has been happening since the season, last season's finale, because it starts off with Vincent, and he's like, hey, things are pretty good. We got to deal with Marcel, witches do their thing, vampires do their thing. Everybody kind of works out, and it's good for the city. Then there's this certain time every year where vampires come to play. Some of them are good, some not so good. And so we have the guy, of course they do it where they show one vampire and she's cool. The other vampire, he gets out of the car and he just left somebody dead in the limo. And it's like, alright, he's going to be the issue for the episode. So that's where things start to get a little intense, because this guy comes in and Marcel's like, alright, he's a bit rowdy. Like, I know what he wants you dead. I can't let you die because you're tied to Rebecca. That's pretty much the only reason. That's all that matters to Marcel is Rebecca. So it's like, I can't let you die because of that. So help me, get rid of this dude. What do I do to appease him and kind of calm him down? Klaus was he was doing his thing. He was doing his best for being chained up forever and stuff like that. He was doing everything he could to still be on top. And it worked a little bit because, of course, he ended up tricking Marcel. He's like, he accepts the sword as a gift from the guy. And he's like, as a gift to you, here's, like this super old Scottish alcohol. And it's like, oh, that's great. And then right after that, it's like, hold on, stop the music. Let's get real intense. I want Klaus dead. So Klaus knew that that was going to happen. It's like, oh, man, it sucks being king, doesn't it? People want this, but you want a different thing. Wow, it really sucks that you're going to have to figure it out. And he was trying to be super cool. And then Marcel was like, man, crazy you should say that, because if I let them kill you, they'll have your blood, and that's pretty much all they need to find your family, as in your daughter. And that shut that cool crap down for Klaus. It was like, and he wasn't smiling after that. So they ended up working together a little bit. I guess it was still Marcel's plan, but I just love that scene. Like Klaus was doing everything he could to kind of just still be that alpha vampire, and it was just like, all right, you want to be all cocky and stuff in chains and think you pulled one over on me, but if I let them kill you, as much as it would suck for me to lose Rebecca, and I would hate that, you would lose your daughter. So, like, who's really going to lose more here? And I just love that Marcel was able to do that. So he and Vincent come up with a plan as far as the barrier spell, and he kind of lets Klaus do his thing, at least for a little bit. He lets him take on a couple of people. He bites the dude, and I was like, oh, well, he's toast. And I thought that was it. I was like, oh, well, he's toast. And then I forgot what he did to the second person. I don't even remember how he beat that person up. The third person, though, that he wrapped in chains, I didn't think he would fly over. I legitimately thought the chains would wrap around his arm and he was just going to rip his whole arm off, but maybe that would have been a bit too bloody for the show. But he takes on a couple people, and then Marcel knocks him out, and it's like, man, that really sucks. But because we have Klaus alive, that's fine. It works. And it's just plain and simple. Like, it's an easy way for that to work out. So that's why I keep him around. We have situations like if anyone's bitten by any werewolf, this guy's blood will cure that. It doesn't matter what werewolf it is or what clan they're from. None are impervious to being cured by this, this hybrid blood. So the hybrid original blood. So, he makes a great case for it. It's like, that's why this works. I keep him because of these advantages that we have. And also, he threw it in at the end and he was like, I keep him because I want to. It's like, I'm in control here, so, F off is my city. And it was simple. He made his play. It worked out for sure. And he let people know why his idea is the best. So he's like, you guys are welcome as guests here, but do not try to command me in my own city. And I enjoyed that. It was cool. It worked out. Very typical of the show where they do something just really smart, but they tend to do it in a violent way. So that was entertaining. All the stories kind of wrapped up, and we of course have, like I said, the vampires are, waking up as far as Hayley's side of the storyline. So, they're getting there. And then we get to the end of the episode. Then they introduced a character early on that Vincent had some interest in, like a single mother. And so she comes to him at the end of the episode and says that her son is missing. And then it kind of combines two little moments because it was her son. And then this little occult graffiti thing that was referenced to Marcel early on in the episode by, I don't remember her name, but she seems to just be his, like, city assistant. Like, she knows everything that's happening all over the place. So that seems to be, like, her role. But this weird occult symbol is like the snake eating its own tail, but it's not a snake. It's almost like a dragon without wings because it has like a distorted top that looks like scales. So it's this symbol of this thing eating its own tail. And I don't know where this kid was either. I know she said he was missing, but they just showed him. I was like, it's like he's in a haunted house. Like, where is he at and what is he doing in the middle of the night just in this abandoned house? There's like no furniture. It's not like he went somewhere and he was being bad. He was just like seemingly in an abandoned factory. I'm like, I don't understand where this kid is right now. But he sees this symbol, and then this door opens up behind him. And it's not as simple as I thought. Because at first I was like, okay, he sees this symbol, we hear noises, and I thought the door's going to open, there's going to be a figure or multiple figures. And it's like this interdimensional portal was behind him. They just have like blue, turquoise, wavy lights. And I'm like, I don't even know what to expect from that. I mean, you show me a figure, I'm like, okay, these are some people. You show me just some lights, and this kid turns around and he freaks out. I don't know what to make of that. That's really crazy to me. So I'm very excited for where that's headed. And then they connected with the very last scene of this episode, where it goes from this young boy to our main young girl in Hope. And she has this nightmare, and then we see all of these drawings of this occult symbol. So she's psychically connected to somebody that is a part of this. And considering how crazy it was, where like we didn't see a figure, it was just this weird blue wavy image thing behind the boy, it does make me wonder if they're going to touch a little bit more on the ancestors and how, you know, they reference in the beginning, the witches are separated from them. So it makes me wonder if they're going to kind of bring that up a little bit, and maybe things aren't so dead and gone, which would actually tie in interestingly well, considering for those of you who somehow don't watch The Vampire Diaries, it would tie in pretty well with that last season with some of the stuff they talked about as far as the afterlife and things. But I don't know exactly what to really expect from it, but I'm certainly excuse me, I'm certainly looking forward to it. But this is a good first episode. We got a few new characters, some of which I assume are going to be sticking around. I think the single mother that Vincent is interested in, I think she'll at least be around for a little while. She might pop in, you know, an episode here and there. I think she might be like a recurring extra, as they're called. So I think we'll have her. I believe we'll probably see these vampires stick around for a while, because it's like the same time every year. So I don't know if the whole season we should expect them to be there, but maybe going into, like, you know, the mid-season finale. Excuse me. Maybe going into like the mid-season finale. That's a huge difference in my voice. Maybe they'll stick around up until that point, and then afterwards, you know, when the rest of the originals come back into the town, they'll either kill all those characters, or everyone will be like, don't want to deal with that, and they all take off. So I think they'll be sticking around for a little bit. I don't think it was just this one episode. I could easily be wrong, but I don't think it was just this one episode. But I'm looking forward to the next one. Unfortunately, the reason this is so late is because I had to watch it on the actual CW website. I wasn't able to record it in time on Friday, but I don't know what we're getting in this next episode. Looking forward to it though. Enjoyed this premiere. Excited to see, you know, how long they have Marcel in control, because that was such a cool thing at the end of the last season. I'm curious how long it's going to work. You know, like, they already skipped 5 years, so he's been in control for a super long time. And I wonder if we'll get any flashbacks from in between the seasons, because that's a lot of time. Who knows how many issues Marcel's had to deal with as far as people, you know, trying to usurp him, you know, after he took control. You know, little stuff like that. And I don't think there are a ton of people, but, excuse me, there are, of course, still enemies. Like, this whole occult graffiti thing. Whoever's behind that, there's something to it. They don't exactly care for Marcel too much, I would assume. So it would be cool if we got some flashbacks. I wouldn't mind seeing that, just what took place in between the seasons. But we'll love to know what you guys thought about this premiere, so please comment below. Let me know your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. And I definitely just want to know, what are you guys hoping to see for this season? There is a lot to look forward to. We have this new grand villain in this mystery cult. We, of course, still have Marcel versus the originals. That's just the thing. Especially now, they're going to be like extra pissed from the last season. And I don't think he'll be too happy that they're making a comeback. So there are a lot of different issues to consider there. So I'm certainly looking forward to where we're headed this season. But we'd love to know what you guys want to see from this season. And of course, I want to know what you guys thought about this episode in general. So please comment below, let me know. And thanks for watching.